Bluetooth mode.
Yes! Namaste! Namaste, big cat! Welcome, or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Big cat, guess what? The spellcasters, yes, are shook to their core. Major tower moments going off in their cranium and their lives. Their sad, stagnant, toxic lives. As they see you what? Scamper through the Malkuf like Bambi with a new idea and a whole big plan that you kept in secret. They are shook to their core, darling dears. But before we get into that peccadillo, right, let's see who's in the chat. Alexis Home, first in the chat. Fist Bump Wagwan. Nicole, Miss Neffy. Roxanne Parker. Keshi Washington. And who's that? Bakita Ellis. Hello, hello. Glad you could pop in. Before we get into that particular peccadillo of the spellcasting bottom feeders, we've got to get through the astrologies of it all, darling dears. I told you, when Case comes through, she comes with the what? The usher. Pointing is my game, and I'm up to it at all times. Right. In case you was wondering what's going on here. Everything, blood? Everything? Right. The planetary energies. Venus retrograde in Capricorn forms a harmonious relationship with Neptune in Pisces. This is a beautiful transit that will boost your self-confidence and allow you to see the greatness within you. I told you you're great, darling dear. Prototype, no, not great. You're fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. You're wonderful. Hey, get used to it, darling dear. The what? The spellcasters surely have to. They are eating shit as they plan and plot, and everything is being boomeranged back. Why? I'll tell you in a minute. Let's carry on with the planetary energies. The downside of this particular energy of the Venus retrograding in Capricorn, right, while it's forming a relationship with Neptune in Pisces, is that it made me feeling a little bit tired, a little bit exhausted, right? I hope it's exhaustion from creation, right? It's also going to make you feel a bit iffy, a bit squiffy about romantical endeavors. Well, babe, I wouldn't blame you, right? Seeing as we're in the shadow of Mercury retrograde, darling dear. Hadn't forgotten that. And I also haven't forgotten, right? Today is what? The 5th of January. I told you, big cats, today and tomorrow is the tip-top manifestation days for your creativities. The new moon in Capricorn, remember I pushed you in your back? Yes. I didn't mean for you to fall and stumble. I want you to pay attention. 33 in the chat. Same as Jesus and Bob Marley, Ascended Masters. You may also feel that you've got an overactive imagination today. Baby, it's not. It's your intuition being prodded by your what ancestral team sent in by Father Godmother Isis to allow you to what? Get great. You wanted a sign? Well, here it is. Get those creative juices flowing and get your shiznai out there today. Whether it's a business plan, working on your platform, working on yourself. Some of you are working out, getting your body into shape, and you want to what? Premiere it to the world. Why not? You know, do what you do best, darling dear. What's that? Be fabulous and fearless with it. As I was saying before I interrupted myself again, the Mercury retrogrades, darling dear. We're having 4 this year. We had 3 last year, all in air signs. Reason being that we're having 4 is that the bridge between Mercury bridging from air energies of Libra, Aquarius, Gemini into the earth energies of Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Right? This Mercury retrograde is going to be from the 14th of February until, sorry, the 14th of January until the 3rd of February. Mercury often has 3 retrograde periods each year, and that takes place entirely within an astrological element. Are you still with me, Big Cat? Not once for yes. Right? Right. However, in 2022, the 4 Mercury retrograde phases will straddle, right, piggy bank 2 elements, as I just said, the air and the earth. This is due to 2022 being the bridge for Mercury, as I said, right, between the air and the earth signs. 2021 was holy air, 2023 will be holy earth, right? Reason being why I'm telling you this, what does it mean for you, Big Cat? Expect to examine the way you handle materialistic things and your finances this year, your Skrillers.com, your big pentacales, right? Because this year is about money, honey. We've got the intellect, right? The intelligence, right? The creativities to thunk up, right? Plans that didn't work. But this time, Big Cat, you are thinking, why? You are divine's child, chosen to be a leader of whatever field you choose to put your paw in. And in some cases, you will be going into many fields, multiple streams of income. With the earth element coming through, you are walking with the tangible, darling dear. Come on, use it, darling dear. Use the energy of the new moon in Capricorn to co-create whatever you want, darling, and set it off in a big way, right? Let's push on. I'm going to talk about Mercury retrograde possibly every day until it's over, because you've got to know what's going on and how to use these energies. Don't be fooled, because Mercury retrograde is usually the time for what? The return of Mac the knife. For one more what? Round with Julie with your hairline, blood. A quick what? Wee willy winky in the town. I think not. I already told you. It's the quiet village, the peaceful village, where the Big Cat sleeps at night, darling dear. We need our sleeps. Or should I say wants? We don't like the word needs, but sometimes it slips out. I'm talking about the royal we. Anyhow, like I said, the spellcasters, Big Cats, they are shook to their bitter black core. Yes! Bear tower moments going off in their cranium, right? They're having to eat what? Big servings of shit. I know! They took the piss with you and now they're eating the shit they made. And they're putting out big words and aspersions on your name, darling dear. I know. If I had pearls, I'd be clutching them bitches with you. I'd be like, what? What have you been doing? I'm sure you've been minding your own business and getting great. They're putting out words. Somebody or somebody's is putting out words in them streets that you, Big Cat, have a reputation for being difficult. Blood, bruh, or see stream. I say that's bullshit, bull swanky. They need to talk the truth. They need to put it out there that you're extremely difficult. Difficult to what? Fuck over, blood. Them can't fuck you over again. You're difficult to lie to. You see the airbender in them. I told you, you are no longer captain of the red flag team. You're the coach of the team, blood. They're putting out, they understand that you're difficult to be misled. You can't be taken off your path. And you're difficult to give any bullshit to. Bullshit energies, right? You went what? Quick, smart, and in a hurry to what? Unfriend, unfamily, uncolleague, right? To get those soul drainers out of your life. And they're shook. Some are still waiting for your call back. They better not hold their breath, blood. Because shall be gathered by the river will be singing on their behalf, because you're not calling them back. Why would you call back the devil's strongest workers? So continue to be extremely difficult, black, big, Was I going to say? Black big cat. Wow, where did that come from? Well, it is my emoji. I'm not going to ponder that too long. It came out. Freudian slip was meant to be said. Anyhow, as I was saying, they're worried. And I've got 2 decks here, darling dears, on what exactly is creating the Tower moments for them. As they created what? Hellfire and Powderhouse for you all. Let's call in the energies of guidance and protection, darling dears. Let's see what the overall messages is around them. We're going to use with the wisdom of the oracle chakra. I believe this is. I'm not sure. I told you I don't keep the boxes, and I'm not going through the books. You can't make me. I'm already made. See what's going on with these mother foes from the pits of Hades, right? With their what? Freddy Krueger outer appearance. And their core is Jason. Yes, I know. Acceptance, darling dear. They wanted you to accept a shit pie when divine, your ancestral team, came and told you what? Bitch, you've got the knife. You can have any pie you want. You accept what you want for yourself, darling dear, not what they wanted for you. We also see what? The red, darling dear. This talks about your stabilization, your root chakra, your foundation, Scotty. Like the rock of ages. Whatever slice they try to drop off at your domicile or in your cranium, darling dear. Law 10 of the 48 laws of power. Avoid, avoid, avoid. You avoided the unlucky and the unhappy. And it's what? Boredom, boring, and boring us. They're gonna have to accept it, mate. Whatever you got going on, accept it. They can't stop your flow. What else? Seeing as we're here. Yes, baby. Ho, 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 ho! You're like a miracle, darling dear. You are a supernova. You was what? The wild card. You're kicking it out in all different directions as you continue to what? Pack it in. Shut up. Put a lid on it. Moving in silence. Why? In silence you get to hear Father God, Mother Isis. You are directed by your intuition. And miracles are afoot in your life. And they can't take it. They've got a big case of CT. What's that can't take? The big cat. Hey, they better accept it. Oh, good golly and gosh. My right hand is itching me. I almost said red. The color red. Why is it coming to my mind? It's talking about your strength and your vitality, darling dears. And Skrilla.com is afoot. Reiki Master I thee. I freely share this abundance with thee. I told you, get into your creativities. Use the energy of the new moon today, darling dears, to set it off. They can see nothing yet. Yes, as I sip my mocha, because you know, I ain't getting smoke blood, and my hairline comes first. They have to accept that you are a miracle, darling dear, a miracle worker, right? They have to accept the karma they created on themselves, these simpletons. How dare they get off the spiritual short bus? What else? While we're here, forgiveness. This is what you did. You forgave them, right? And when you felt that you couldn't forgive them anymore, you got silent in prayer and you gave it to God. Once you've given it to God, mate, gloves are off. Especially when you've been doing what you've been supposed to be doing. What's that? Living your life purpose according to your new flow. You forgave them, darling dear, and they're still stuck on it. Base of the deck. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, sitting on your seat of emperors and empresses. What is the foundation? Self-worth, darling dear. Loving the sacral chakra. You've got your sexy back and you're working it, right? To the fullest extent of it, darling dear. And they're not loving it. This person wanted you to feel isolated and small, just like them. These somebodies that are putting it out there that you are difficult. When I say that's bull swanky, you are extremely difficult, blood. You can't be fucked over. You can't be lied to. You can't be misled. And you can't be made to eat bullshit. Hey! Self-worth is creating a lot of confusion for them. Bottom feeders. I know it's self-induced Tourette's, but so what? Who gonna check me, boo? Hey! As I sip my mocha. So as I said, darling dears, I have two decks. I've got the reverse tarot and the tarot. I will timestamp it afterwards and we'll see what's going on. We're going to go with the, seeing as I've got it in my hand, right, the after tarot deck. What exactly is causing difficulties for them? Base of your deck. Deck 1. The Wheel of Fortune. You are on top of said wheel. This talks about change, darling dear. A fortunate change is in the air. The Wheel of Fortune is destiny. This also speaks about what? You being on top of a what? Karmic relationship. Why? Because you had your third eye all over that bitch. As you did the what? Tinky Winky. You zipped right into that suit and escaped with a whole brand new bag. Miracles are afoot. Timing, darling dear. Nothing like timing. You are achieving some kind of a miracle, some great fortune from an unexpected source. They didn't expect you to get up from that starvation, that cut to the white meat. But big cat, Matthew 10:14, you dusted off those sandals and headed out. Forgiveness, forgive them, of course. Give it to God. Bitch, they're still falling. Listen, they can't even stand up straight, mate. They're leaning on their own understanding, which is F shit. Whatever they're trying to send it to you, darling, it's going like this. It's squiffy. Why? It's been interrupted by your ancestral team because you've been chosen. I know, earmarked. Let me slide back up to the deck to get up close. They're upset with your 6 of Pentacles, darling dear. You've bossed up in a big way. You've become a humanitarian. Could be a philanthropist. This is about your education, darling dear. You've gained some kind of knowledge, possibly your health and your outlook in life. This person is balancing a scale. Could be in a legal field. They're looking at the fact that you are no longer giving to those that you don't trust. You are looking at the stability and security of said situations, darling dear. This is somebody who breadcrumbed you, right, in a situation that affected your mental health. It did. Nearly had you barking at passing cars, blood, right? They hate the fact that you still have a generous, giving nature. They hate the fact that you're able to balance out a situation. And now they've deemed you as being difficult. Hey! Base of the deck. They hate the fact that they can't get at your what? Good. Seat of Emperors and Empresses. You've got that spiritual whap, darling dear. And it's not working for you with them. Yes, who wants to go to bed with a lizard? Especially if it's a chameleon. Not you. You say how now, Baron Cow? Somebody's really pressed, pumped and perturbed that you're not giving to them. That you took back your power grid, darling dear. And put yourself in a position of leadership. This person is dealing with a lack of direction and is easily distracted. Feeble-minded, I told you. Trying to jump off the spiritual short bus. I told you, this is a distraction. They're still on it, mate. This is, oh, wow. Somebody also paid a coin, darling dear, for you to lose your attractiveness, lose your sex drive, for you to dry up. Yes, they paid good coin to a hooded figure, right? They didn't even know who they were paying, and now they've got the full brunt and effect of what? Trying to damage a divine child. What else is going on with they, them, and I'm, seeing as we're here for pile 1? Oh! Brock Pocketus! Buddy, have you got a dime? This is directionless, darling dear. They went from 6 of Pentacles, right? Skrillers.com to -7. This is not looking gorgeous, fabulous, or lovely. No! No. This talks about what? A lack of reward, being impatient, and they've wasted their time in a situation they found themselves in. They're also given in a situation, right, where it's what? Keeping them in the deficit. They're stuck and bound in a situation that they have no passion for. What's this? Bitch. Look at this. Because you bossed up in your maturity, darling dear. You poured away that cup of hopium, right, for this King of Wands. The King of Wands is somebody who loves the attention of others, right? Likes to call all the boys and girls from the bottom of the pot. This person is what? Use their spirituality or use their spiritual side. Because the King of Wands is what? Psychic, darling dear. They've got them psychic natures, just like the King of Cups, just like you. But you see them for who they truly are. Lizard they be. And you ended that Shiz Naive world card. They're upset and sorry that they can't get to your emotions. I told you, Big Cat, many times. They, them, and who have what? The hold of your emotions is your king. You have to accept it. You pour that away, darling dear. Bossed up in your emotions. Ended a situation. Some are just upset that they can't use you as their own ATM. You ain't giving them nothing, blood. Except what? 2 of these and 1 of those. And it's very tight with your time. They're lucky if they can get you in person to get the what? 2 of these and 1 of those. Yes, baby. You're not making any efforts to this past situation. Right? Realizing the emotional, mental drainage of it all. This is why they're calling you difficult. This person would love, and all persons would love a new beginning with you, darling dear. They see that you've got a whole new chapter in your life, looking good in them streets. And did they say they were Spain? Big time, worldwide web. Come on. The world card, Earth and Saturn energies, as well as the fixed signs of Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. The key word is fixed, mate. Fixated on you, darling dear. King of Wands, spellcaster. They paid, right, for you to they wanted you to lose your beauty, right, lack common sense, make bad investments. They didn't like the fact that you didn't care about none of that. You chose to pour away a situation that was emotionally draining. The King of Wands loves the company of others. This person hasn't changed one fig or one good damn. And look at this. I just noticed this. Can you see it? The tail in the background, the air bending of it all. You can't be pulled around. They're going to have to accept it, blood. Let me get another deck to see what's going on with this pile 1. I'm going to use the mixture of the astrology and the moonology cards. Right. Please Tell us more about this person that is embittered. They couldn't get your good, even at gunpoint. Not at this point. You're putting no effort in that situation. We've also got the Ace of Wands on its face. That speaks about what tree sloth ways, darling dear. They come with a what? A catalogue. Imagine, they've got a whole catalogue from the STD clinic. Who keeps certificate badges of what they've incurred on their genitalias? Wow, what's this? Don't let pride get in your way, darling dear. This is the Leo energy of it all. This is about you being strong, knowing your worth, understanding your care for others. Don't allow pride and ego to bring you back to a situation that was what? From the bottom of the pot. This person was a flipping airbender, blood. A full-on lying liar. Always came with another tail. And now they want your tail. They want it. They desire it. But they can't have it. Leo energy, this speaks about strength. It also speaks about what you resist in that temptation. You got a hero in you. What's that? It's called your kneecaps, mate. You've locked them together. You ain't giving up none to no one. Oh, wow. What? Go ahead and be direct, Power One. I like people that are direct. So I don't have to what? To tag you and catalogue you my damn self. I told you. If you're around people, darling dears, Power One, and you've got to be tracking them with your eyes, it's not good for your hairline. No. Your hairline must come first. You'll be planning, plotting, and strategizing to do a tinky winky. Right? Told you. Ending of a tough cycle. Can't you see the GOAT, greatest of all times, of land and sea? Your things are coming on swimmingly for you, darling dear. You're about to what? Achieve a higher level. In their face. Love it. The energy of the Capricorn. Capricorn new moon, what did I say? The 5th and the 6th. Get your back into it, darling dears. Focus. This is what? Conceive, believe, and achieve period. You've got a big window. What else? That's a lot of cards. I don't like the premature ejaculation of all the cards. Told you. One message at a time, please. We like to pay attention and hone in. Thank you. Energy is gaining momentum. Life purpose. A grand chime. Bitch. I mean big cat. I mean best friend. Because I tell you all the time. You are my best friend, whether you like it or not. If you found my channel, you will be here to be what? Clued up. Know that you're in what? Good company, like-minded souls on our own journeys. This is what you're serving. Can't make it up. The energy is gaining momentum. A waxing moon. This is about calling it into yourself. Right? Why? Because it's no blood. Living your purpose unapologetically, going after everything. Why? Because it's a grand shrine. There's blessings, blood. You are so blessed and highly favored, and they can't stand it. Everything they try to do against you, be unjust, put you amongst what? The horde. When you was built to stand alone. Mercury retrograde is your reinvention point. I told you, darling dears, work out your shiznai because you're about to break into a whole new you. With the bag, I might add. I told you. Mercury retrograde, right? The air planets is straddling the earth planets, right? You've got the intellect, the communication skills, your badass alchemist ways. He's going to stir up their cranium even more. Did I say they were shook? No, they are shooketh. Base of the deck, darling dear. Can I be any more blunt? Again, we come through the energy of the Leo, the strength card in tarot, darling dear. Blessing upon blessing upon blessing. You are shining. You are what? The lion amongst the sheep. They didn't even know it, but now they know. Giving to others. You have got no emotion to offer the situation. You've kept your circle tight. In some cases, your circle's so tight, it's just you and God. Best companion you could ever have. Some of you are going to be what? Counseling online. Get your shiznai out there. Set up your platforms, right? These same people, if you've got a platform, they talk about it. But you know what, Big Cat? Subscribers and numbers don't lie. You was consistent in building your brave new world. And they can't take it. They got a big case of the CT. And I told you, it's a fixed kind of energy. They see you be persistent. They saw you stubborn. They saw you organizing. But what? They didn't know. Thank you very much, Big Cat, for the super chat. As asked, Matt. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. They never anticipate what was gonna go on. They thought that when they paid this person to bury you, notice they paid the coin, darling dear, but the person didn't even look them in the eye. They didn't know what the person was carrying in the bag, the graveyard dirt, darling dear. And blood magic was definitely used. Can't you see the bandage? Continue with the confidence, darling dear. Continue to focus. Continue to go after everything. But today and tomorrow, you are going to double down those efforts. As Mercury does its what? Piggy bank and straddle between the air and the earth signs. Use those energies, Big Cat. They paid for your downfall. They wanted you sick. They wanted your beauty to be gone. They wanted you to lack in confidences in yourself. Just because you chose you, bossed up in your emotions, right? And you're now, what, sitting as a king or a queen in the big chair of self-worth as you what? Pepper bomb them, right? With napalm of confusion. Why? Because divine said release that blood clot. Them is a victim of life. And them full of insecurities that you simply had to isolate with what? Law 16 of the 48 laws of power. You see what they did to you, Big Cat? It's bittersweet now because it's hitting them differently now as they are being enlightened from the nosebleed section with the plastic seats that when you get up you need a skin graft. Yes. Yes. That's what's going on with Pile 1. Do we have another deck for Pile 1? We're gonna go with the Romance Angel cards. Mix it up a little. See what else is going on for them. I'll use the True Oracle Romance for deck 2. Yes, baby. That a guan. While you're minding your own business, getting great, cracking on to what infinite possibilities, darling dear. Straight out the back end. What could it be? What's this? Keep an open mind. I told you they're closed-minded. They are mired in their what's shit's night. Is that Cupid in the back? I told you how I feel about Cupid, blood. Sorry, I didn't mean... Listen, Cupid just kind of pulls it out me, you know. Cupid with the random arrows, right? Hooking you up with the devil's strongest worker with their little finger ways, blood. This person is closed-minded. This person has a multiple, right, of tree sloth. They are what? Homosexual that has the strength to pay one bill to keep in contact with the horde. I told you. They're a chatty lizard, blood. Flighty. Right? But they can't fly too far because them broke. Rock pocketers. When they put their hands in their pocket, they get what? Fingers, mate. Fingers Yes, closed-minded as well as closed mouth. They look fabulous, gorgeous and lovely, right? But it's all a lie. They've got multiple feeble-minded still on the roster, on the rota. What's this? And you know this, man. This reminds me of what Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the only zodiac sign that come with a weapon. You are lovable, darling dear. And now they see this from the nosebleed section, as you are loved and adored by others. Base of the deck. Getting to know each other, right? Look at that shit. This person, you only ever knew the representative, darling dear. This person never intended to have you as first anything in their life. It was always a lie. They lied to your back, mask wearing. And this is you being caught up in a situation where everybody was wearing a mask and no one was wearing a condom. I told you. They've got a whole plethora of certificates from the STD clinic blood. A liar, a skin-peeling liar, right? A false relationship. They never intended you to be number one of anything. They intended you to be what? The biggest doormat, right? The biggest butthole for all eternity. But you had a different plan. Look at Cupid. Didn't I tell you Cupid is effed up? Look! Right behind the masked marauder. I told you. Cupid, if you see him, please, just tap him 2 times from me. Base of the deck. That honeymoon period was all a lie. That was love bombing, darling dears. And as what? As the coach of the red flag team. Yeah. A lot of F shit. Let's get this final deck out and then we'll move on to the next pile. Oh, bitch. Confession. They wanted to confess. Confess? Listen, I didn't even say it right, so then I'll come through with a straight lie blood. No sugar coating. You're gonna get a full mask. If you dare to listen, I told you. They are Freddy Krueger on the outside and Jason to the core. Codependent, darling dear. Spirit wants you to what? Pack light. Get your Erica Badu on. Realize that you was given what? Insufficient tools and helpmates. And realizing the best helpmate you could ever get is Father God, as you give it all to God, darling dears. But you have to what? Put your back into it. Because faith without works is dead, darling dear. Like a dodo. They are realizing Job 4:8 that they plowed iniquity and they're so in some big troubles, right? It's your transformation. You ain't the same cat. You are peaceful, abundant, sexy, highly intelligent. They didn't think, they didn't think that you had any spiritual gifts. They're trying to muddy the water and tell people that you're a witch, that you're working with the devil. You was when you was with them. This is why they've gone. Had to leave, had to fetch the black bags. Nothing more from this deck. Do we have another deck for the pile 1? We're going to go over the life lesson to top it up. Final card for the pile 1. They hate the fact that you bossed up, locked off your emotions, and you're looking at this. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Excuse me. Yes, baby. Your confidence is on 1000. This is your reinvention time, darling dear, where you step out into your true purpose. You embody what you've been working on because you've been gifted a grandchild. It looks like what? Water energy in a circle, doesn't it? Something coming complete. It could be a water energy person. that is crying into their fist mate as they touch themselves, right? Because you ended that cycle. What's this? Bitch, energy healer. I told you, you are peaceful and you must use your abilities, right? Your psychic abilities, whether you're a dancer, a writer, a teacher, a hairdresser, a barber, whatever your healing energies are, darling dears. Work it like it's your job. Work it like it's a ugly pole dancer. Work it, work it, work it. Base of the deck, because you are stepping up and showing out. You have those badass leadership qualities. This is your time to what? Stand in front of your conglomerate and call in your helpmates. Know this. Base of the deck. They're going to come like children behind you, darling dear, because you're the cat, the biggest and baddest cat out there. Right, let's move all these things out of the way and get to pile 2. Do a quick tidy up. How are we looking? We're at 41 minutes. You isolated yourself from a bottom feeder who was going through it, and they hate you for it. They paid for your downfall, paid coin to someone who didn't look them in the eye. Oh well. Right, let's move on, darling dears. Pile 2, because pile 1 wasn't earful. Base of the deck. 4 of Swords. You heal, darling dear. You separate yourself from the bull swanky of it all. They don't like the fact that you're not arguing with them, not tongue wrestling. You are using what? Respond and not react. They don't like the fact that they can't press, pump, or perturb you. You can't be rocked. Look, I pulled the elastic and it broke. Whatever they cast over you, darling dear, it's been broken. Told you. Messing with divine child, eh? Getting it without Vaseline, eh? You recuperated from a situation because you had to withdraw and reflect, darling dear. Because when you're in certain situations with a bottom feeder that's feeble-minded and a blame-shifting Judas, who's what shape-shifting and mean, you adopt how they are. You become toxic too, but you heal thyself. The sword is a blade, the blade of truth that you used on yourself. Blade, some of them wanted you to what? Take yourself out of this existence. This is how far it went. They paid a death spell for you, pile 2. Bitch. This is also something to do with food, darling dear. Something was put into your food. The miracle is that you survived, blood. They wanted you brown bread. Yes. This is also, the sword also represents some kind of surgery. They wanted you to die on the table, darling dears. They prayed for you to be gone. What else? Why are they saying that you're difficult? The Hermit, because you isolated yourself. You realized what? Point A and point B, guys, was being perpetrated. You realized you couldn't be amongst that. Why? You're a different sort of blood. You're big cat. The Hermit Virgo energies in the upright, I might add. This speaks about you, what? Excuse me. This is a 9 dot. You know how I love a 9 at the moment. Multiple of 3, darling. Anyway, as I was saying, you isolated yourself from a situation and what? Self-improvement. You looked at how the toxicity that was bled into you from being around these bottom-feeding people, right? With dysfunctional ways. This also speaks about what? Health issues. They're suffering from health issues at this moment. They wanted a death spell on you, right? And now they've got long-term health issues. Some of them having to what? Self-isolate at this moment in time. They can't stand it. Why? They're by themselves with their own dirty, nasty nature and no one to take it out on except another feeble-minded who's used to it. You isolated yourself, went for inner wisdom, inner introspection. You begged for spiritual guidance. You found the strength. You have to understand, Big Cat, when you ask Father God, Mother Isis for strength, you are sent a situation where you have to be strong. If you're asking for knowledge in a situation, darling dears, you're sent a situation that you gotta figure out by yourself, blood. If you are asking for what? Prosperity and abundance, you are sent opportunities to take advantage of said situation. As the hermit, you're able to what? Shine your intuition and find guidance. They don't like the fact that you look back at the past as a difficult time in your life, right? Where you was what? Around liars, back, front, neck, tabbers. I told you we took the S off, mate. They're a tabber, right? A tabber and a liar cause confusion. This person is lying, spying, right? Still casting aspersions on your name. This person wants you to what? Isolate yourself and do away with yourself, darling dear. If you get the urge to do something like that, you drop down on your knees and you call in the whole armor of God. Ephesians 6:13. You fight it, darling dears. You don't give them no DOA. Why do you think I come here every day? Not just to laugh and joke with you. I don't know who my message is for. You give up. It's the energy outside of yourself, darling dear. And divine wants you to be strong like you've never been before. New member, Jess. Fist bump. Glad you could join the crew. As we continue with what? The Big Cat Chronicles. Don't you do it, DOA, Big Cat. Don't do it. Your energy is needed on this Malkuth. This is why this spellcaster, this liar, this airbender was sent to your existence to test you, to take you off your gangster and allow you to take yourself out and send you back to this Malkuth for another life of karma. Are you mad, blood? Don't do it. This also speaks about what? Don't be isolated with these somebodies or someone who's been putting out there that you're difficult. Don't. We've seen the first 48. We've seen Crime Watch Daily. I've watched Trey King. And it can pop off just like that. They don't like the fact that you're isolated, mate. And they can't figure you out. You're like a shadow figure in the background. Why? Because you learned to shut up. You had to center yourself. Bring yourself out from the lies that was told. Mental lies that really got on you, mate. What else are they hating on, saying that you're difficult about? What's this? Got the 5 of Wands, darling dear. On its face. The fact that you're not what? You're not one of the pack. You stand out. They tried to make you one of many, darling dear. You was born to be different. You was born of conflict. But you was given the gift of change. This is the Hierophant number, the 5, the God card. You was given the gift of full-on change. You was born to stand out. And they saw it in you, Big Cat. This is why they tried everything to isolate you, make you feel isolated, continually casting aspersion on your name. And I told you, a death spell was paid for. Mace of the deck, 3 of Swords. Who's crying now? This, darling dears, is the 3 of Swords. in the upright. You actively, physically had to pull yourself out of that situation. And if you're feeling down at this moment in time and feeling really dark and dismal, bitch, isolation is not the key. Full-on isolation is dangerous. Law 18 of the 48 laws of power. Understand, it's the spell casting and the spell work trying to manifest on you. Clean your mirrors, darling dears. Don't let them isolate you. This is the time where you break out, darling dear. This goes to what? This goes to 5 of Swords. This is somebody that wanted you broken by any means necessary. This is your sign to wash your face like David, once and for all. Call on Father God. Give it up to God, darling dear. This is not your fight. This is a spiritual battle, warfare. Why? You have the biggest gifts. You are one of Father God's strongest soldiers. They want you brown bread. They're so wicked. I feel like crying. But I'm not going to cry. Because I don't want to cry. Because I know you're strong, Scotty. And I know you can do it. Jesus said in the Bible, as can I, so can you. You can transmute anything, big cat. What else? It's a plethora down here, blood. We've only got the air and the wands energy. Love. Look at the way the swords, the two of swords of confusion and indecision was always directed at you. The fact alone that the 5 of Wands is on its face shows that you can come out of any situation. But you have to what? Figure out a thing or two. Give it to God. They want you to be isolated, mate. Feel like what? A social pariah. What else do we need to know? So much has been told. The moon, darling dear. The bad energy. The fake friend. I told you, it's a back, front, neck tabber. Somebody you held dear, like family. You already intuitively know who this person is. They don't like the fact that you're still able to what? Build a castle in the sky. You're still able to what? Reach for the what? Moon. And I'll get in the stars, darling dear. You can turn any situation around. The moon energy, Cancer, as well as Pisces energy, darling dears. Divine wants you to what? Isolate and continue to isolate yourself from that situation. Don't go back there. Not for nothing, mate. You always see it in horror movies. I've got to go back for my purse. If the purse, blood, you can always get another one. Go back for nothing. Because this person wants you brown bread. Why are they hating on the big cat so much? Good God. Isn't the air free? What's this? Oh. Look. In the upright. You stand out from the rest. You've gone from the 5 to the 4 of Wands, darling dear. This is 9 of Wands, vigilant. Your spiritual strength. Call on it today. Again, we see the 9. Call on your spiritual strength. You are at war, darling dears. Why? I told you. Divine strongest soldier. The 4 of Wands is what? A highly spiritual number. This is your 1111 fade. This is the fight for your life that you are under today. Call it. You have to. Right? Look, Hierophant on its face. This is somebody who was unjust to you. Somebody who broke all boundaries, broke all confidences. If you was married to this person, you was only married to them on paper, darling dear. This person had no rules. They are also what? Putting up your spirituality as saying that you are for the devil, darling dears. They're doing everything to try and break you on every platform, at every level. But notice the cards on the deck. You've only got 2 wands and 2 swords. 2 major arcana. Oh, you can't even see. You can see now, right, blood? Oh, sorry about that. Got carried away. Where's my shiznai? Yeah, as I was saying, this is a day where you need to what? Isolate yourself as the hermit, right? Light your incenses, purify your body, and get into a meditation and call in the whole armor of God. Ephesians 6:13. Because ask, and it shall be given unto thee. Page of Pentacles, helping hands, loyalty, mental stability, your health is going to turn around, darling dears. You're going to feel like a newborn. Page of Wands, 2 pages. Good news. A message is afoot, darling dear. The pages are always messages. This is also about what? Your finances, your business acumen, what you achieve, your accolades, your knowledge, your thirst for knowledge, the fact that you can still embody a childlike spirit and have the energy and the will. Change your will to one of what? Lack into one of abundance, darling dear. Be like a child. Face this new life, this new beginning that spirit is trying to breathe into your life. They try to speak death into your life, darling dears. Today you speak life. You speak life. How dare they? But they crossed the wrong cat, darling dears. When they did this and that, and they continue to do this and that, trying to take you off this Malkuth, they didn't anticipate whom was caping for you in the spiritual world. You are chosen, head of your lineage. Split the deck. The dark night of the soul knows their address, darling dears. This is not for you. Understand the energies and transmute it, darling dear. Transmute that energy. Call in Father God, the whole armor of God. Ephesians 6:13. 2 of Swords. In the reverse, darling dear. Because you're about to reverse whatever they try to put on you. 4 of Swords. All of this, I'm telling you, it's been, how can I put it? It's been mental, all mental confusion. 4 of Swords. You're going to heal, darling dear. And you're going to get great. You've got the 4 of Wands, the 11 fade. And you've been gifted with the healing today. But you have to ask for it, darling dears. This is not the day for you to lean on your own understanding. Call in the whole armor of God. Call in your ancestral team who's been dispatched by God, who's just waiting to assist you to your best life. How dare they? Wicked. What did I say? I can't make it up. Judgment is afoot and knows their address. Return to sender. You can't kill what divine said must live. And if you're not dead, you still have it in you, mate, to get great. You are their agent of karma. Know this. Why do you think they work so hard? Why do you think they still try and put aspersions on your name? Why do you think they pay to have you taken out? Cowards. Don't be tempted into what? Wickedness of yourself, darling dear. You have strength, spiritual strength. God is shining that what? That light. The enlightenment on you. You've been clued up. You know what's going on. Protect yourself. I tell you all this all of the time. You have the right as a big cat, anybody on this Malkuth, to claim dominion over yourself. Karma knows their address. Look. Blessings on blessings. The wheel of fortune is on your side. Watch everything change in metamorphose as you what? Tap in and turn on. How dare they? King of Pentacles, the block pocketers who thought or thought they had king status in your life. Look what's going on. It's going to go straight to their wallet, their handbag, their pocketbook. The people around them amongst the disloyal. Can't trust anyone. It's affecting their health. You're also going to hear of a death, darling dear. Somebody's going to die today. Wow! Woo, child! You're going to hear of somebody dying. Hello? O'Shea? Did you guys hear that? Why would he be calling me? He's not even here, blood. You're gonna hear of. I just heard somebody call me, right? So therefore, you're gonna hear of somebody passing today. And where they're going is not a lovely, fabulous, gorgeous place. But that's nothing to do with you. Not for what they wanted for you, darling dears. Let's get some more energies on this shit. We're gonna go with the True Love Oracle, as I said. Give it a good shufty. 226 in the chat room. If you're enjoying this read, darling dears, please hit the thumbs up button, like, subscribe, and share. Share these messages with whomsoever you feel needs it, darling dear. Everybody needs a big cat in their life. Good, golly, and gosh, where they're going is no boundaries. And this is judgment, darling dear. They messed with somebody who is sacred. You were sent here to bring wisdom, knowledge to this Malkuth. Where they're going has no boundaries. See the cat in the picture? This cat is on its back, and I told you, when you're on your back, from you can look up, you can get up. What else do we need to know about this nasty spellcaster? This wanted you brown bread, right? Whatever they try to chain you with, it's not compatible for you. I told you, it's sliding off you like water off a duck's back. Boomerang effect. Return to sender. And again, this speaks about a death. Bitch. Or Mitch. Now we know who it is. A distorted, someone who wanted to be you. Couldn't be you, not even at gunpoint, darling dear. They're fraught and filled with traumas. And these traumas, right? They try to put on you, try to put you 6 foot under, pushing up the daisies or swimming with the fishes. It's about to be rained on them. Can't you see it coming from the sky? Hellfire and powder house. Base of the deck. As divine balances out your energies, divine child. I told you, claim that dominion over yourself. Call the whole armor of God over yourself, your progeny, your domicile, your chariot of righteousness. Touch everything with the hand of God today. As what? Divine brings everything back into the alpha and omega of it all, the balance. How dare they? As divine opens the gate to your Garden of Eden. Abundance, darling dear. Abundance on every level. And as I told Paul 1, use the energy of the Capricorn new moon today and tomorrow. Tip-top manifestation mode. Right, let's get another deck. I think we need to go straight to the deck of the wicked. Yes! Yes, baby, we're driving straight over there. Hey! Your progress, mate. You're gonna progress. You're gonna come through this situation. This person wanted you to be what? Comatose, not knowing which direction to turn except to the grave, darling dear. They wanted you to what? Be a genius in the cemetery. Die full of all of your good. When you were sent to share and enlighten, right? Yes, baby. It's someone you told to get the black bags, get out, push off, and kick rocks. Yes, they paid for your death. And now they wants to be you. We're getting what? Single white female kind of a vibe. Watch your back, mate. Watch your back. We see too much blades on the table right around the judgment. Your growth, how you chose to what be and embody yourself, is what irritated them. They're gonna watch you eat well. They're gonna wonder where you got your skills from. They will continue to try to get your attention on the Malkuf and do you what? Bad things. In the background, I told you the little finger of it all. This is Voldemort. They are going to be so shook at your healing and how you excel from this day forward. Pile 2. Because Divine is going to put you at ground zero. Your own home, your own car, your own job. Taking care of possibly their progeny, right? They've got no respect where they are. If you're waiting for me to say I'm sorry, you'll never get it. No, if I'm turning it over, this one wants to pop up. What did I say? A death spell on you? They did that shit. Don't you DOA, big cat. You fight. Claim dominion over yourself. Oh. Look at this. This could also be a gunshot, darling dear. Don't get smoked, bamboozled, right? Gaslighted, or tricked. Don't be fooled. Don't believe the hype when people want to tell you, oh, nothing's going on. How do they know? They're not under spiritual attack. You know what's going on. We already saw the moon energy, darling dear. Your intuition is litty for a reason. And this is the season of the miracle, darling dear. The miracle, right, is going to be set off when you forgive them because they didn't know what they was doing. Forgive them and give it to God. Divine will usher you to a new pie where you choose the slice that you want or take the whole thing. Right, that was a mouthful. On that note, I drops me mic. Todd Love to Teesprings, Todd Love to Patreon, or simply come back here. What's that? Nicole Neffy, the Brock Pocketers, listen, they're always circling. The Jankra, looking for what carrion to go and eat off of their bones. Just because I saw that, Nicole, I'm going to pull a card for you. Where's my free new deck? Something up. Nicole Neffy, it's your lucky day. Bitch. Told you. Today's a day for you to manifest, Nicole. You have those badass alchemist ways. Divine has set you with tools, darling dear, that are at your display. It also speaks about what? I mean, disposal. It also speaks about you traveling because you're the Queen of Pentacles. This also speaks about your business acumen. You may have progeny. You are taking care of them in your badass way. This is what? Setting new goals. You are extremely loyal, darling dear. This also speaks about my single mother card. You had to what? Become the Queen of Swords blood. Quick-witted and of high intelligence to cut off a situation. Why? Because you're dealing with the King of Wands. An emotional manipulator and a dick-dealing, mattress-backing, tree-sloughing, what? Disease-carrying. Nicole Neffy, this is what God is going to bring into your life. Divine union. This person hasn't come to you yet, but they're on their way. This is present energy. We have the energy of the Hierophant. Time frame? Bitch, you've been single, solo, dolo, like the girls on the pole. Nicole Neffy. Nine of Pentacles. Pentacles represent winter, right? So this union is going to be kicking off during the winter months. We are still in the winter months, so it could be present. We saw the King of Cups looking at me. Right. On that note, I drops me mic. And as I always say, Don't get smoked. Don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. They are shooketh to their core. They paid a spellcaster to do you in, rob you out, get you what barking at passing cars, and dressing like Quasimodo's bestie in them streets. But you better what? Skeet, zip on your whole Ephesians 6:13 and get great, big cat. What else is there to do? From the ashes, baby.